Hi, it's Alastair Creelman here with a few tips about using Padlet once you've got started, really. Um, Padlet is, I think, a fantastically versatile workspace that you can share with classes, with colleagues, to plan, to compile material, and to brainstorm. When you have logged into Padlet and you've got an account, this is the sort of the dashboard that you see. They've recently updated it, and I must admit it looks a little bit Spartan to me. But anyway, it's fairly simple. What you've got on the dashboard is you can see here the Padlets that you have created before, if you've got any. Here you can go to previous Padlets and see what's going on. Activity, here you can press and you can see the latest activities, who has updated recently, and so on. Here you can see collaborators, people I have worked together with on various Padlets. I'm not sure what shows up on this one. Aha, I haven't done it. I've just created my own. Oh, I have some. Yes, there they are. Files uploaded by me. When I press this, I can see files, that is mostly photos, that I've uploaded to previous Padlets, and I can get back to them anytime. As you'll see, one thing I've done quite often is groups work with flip charts. So when you're doing group work in a classroom and people want to use flip charts, then I get them to go around and take a photograph of the flip chart when they're finished, and then they load it up onto Padlet, and thereby we can use a digital arena to combine physical and digital resources. So it's excellent to take photographs of bits of paper, of post-it cards or whatever, and stick them up on Padlet. So here I can see everything I've got. Links that have been posted by me, here I've got all of them stored. There's settings and my profile. But let's create a new Padlet, and I'll just walk you through a few nice features you might not have noticed yet. So if we create a new Padlet by clicking there, okay, here we've got a wall. Now, when you have this blank space, of course, you can double click anywhere and start putting up a little note with a heading and some text, and you can add a link, upload a document, or take a selfie or a photograph of something. But we're not going to do that just now. Let's have a look at this. So let's plan our page first. Down here, it says modify this wall. Click on that and you get this menu. Now, we decide on a title, for example, I don't know, test. That's pretty unimaginative. And then you write a description of what this test page is going to be. And so I write that, and as you can see up here in the corner, it's rather small on the screen here, but it's already there. One slight disadvantage is you can't make the text bigger or smaller than they are here. I haven't found out how to do that yet. So that's how to get your title and your description. Another thing you can do is you can choose a wallpaper. So we go here, and here you can choose different wallpapers, city, or bamboo, or the ocean, or whatever. There's quite a few here. Sunset, map, corkboard. Yeah, you choose. Or just wood. There's quite a few there to choose from. You can actually upload your own. So this button here, add your own, you can upload any photograph you like. So you can make your own background. And you can change that for every Padlet you make. Here, layout. Freeform, I think, is the best. You can also have a stream where people can post in an order, or a grid with posts in a grid layout. You can experiment and see what happens. This one, privacy, is very important. This is how you want the wall, how public do you want this wall to be. If you press here, it is totally private. Only you and people you add by email can access this wall. And if you don't add by email, nobody else can see it. This is only yours. Here, you can password protect it. So you can put a password in, and you can decide that people with that password can view, can write, or can moderate. It's up to you what level of security you want. You can have a hidden link, and that will let people with that link, they can view it, they can write, or they can moderate. You decide how much people can do with your wall. Totally public, well, that means anyone in the world can find it, and it can even show up in Google searches if Google decides it's worth showing. And again, you can decide if the whole world can just view it, if they can write on it, or if they can moderate it. But be careful, if the whole world can moderate it, anything can happen. I normally go for hidden link and can write. That means that my students or my colleagues, they can go in there, they can add things, they can add links, they can write, but they can't moderate, they can't move it around, they can't take things away. So that's quite a good thing, and only people with the link can find it. So the chance of someone else, some undesirable person finding it is virtually zero, and I've never had any trouble. You can add people by email or username, and there are other privacy controls. Here's a notification. You can get an email once a day to your address that tells you what's happened on your wall if people have been active. The address function is rather useful because here you can pick an address. So it'll always be padlet.com with your ID name, and then you can add, say, test, and unbelievably it is available. It'll tell you if you can use that or if it's already been used. And if you pick that, look up, the web address is now changed to padlet.com/alacray/test. So that's much easier to remember than the random number that comes out. So you might want to sort of customize it a little bit. If you already own a domain, you can use that as well. Here, you can make a copy of a Padlet, which is wonderful. So if you've already done a Padlet and you want to do a new Padlet with a new class, you can copy with posts or copy without posts. But here you can just take a new copy and you're ready for a new class. And then over here you have delete, and yeah, I'm going to delete this Padlet. Boop. It's gone. There's a few tips for you. But what I do urge you to try is try and use it as a way of gathering experience in a workshop. And it's really nice to show people that they can take photographs of their written material and flip charts and things like that and stick it onto the wall. And also people can take photographs of the group work in practice. I can show you one that I did a long time ago. Was it last year? Here's a workshop I did at a conference, and here we've got the various groups who've summarized their sessions, and we've added the various flip chart pictures, and we put a picture of the group work in progress, some background, more about the workshop. This, we've got the record of the session there for everyone to see, and it's still public. Okay. Good luck with Padlet.